When we calculate GDP, we're using the prices of the goods that we're producing and how much we're producing of those. If we use the current year prices and the current year production, that's going to be nominal GDP. But if we use nominal GDP and the prices go up, then real GDP is going up too. So what we're really trying to figure out is what's going on with production. So instead of using nominal GDP, we use something called real GDP. So we're going to use how much we're producing in the given year, but we're going to use a base year or a constant year prices. Okay, so that way we can compare production across time without worrying about price changes. So basically what it is we adjust for inflation, and inflation just means prices are increasing. So let's say we have year one, and say in our economy we just produce apples, pizza, and bottled water. So in year one, say we produce 10 apples, 10 pizzas, 50 bottled waters. So to get the market value of each of those, we're going to take the quantity and we're going to multiply it by the price. Okay, we're going to do that for each of these goods. So if we do that, 10 times 2 is 20, 10 times 10 is 100, 50 times 1 is 50. So that's the market value of each of those goods. So to get GDP, we're just going to sum all those market values. Okay, so that would be $170. So remember that number, $170. Okay, so let's say year two, we change our production. Okay, so now we're only producing 5 apples. That's less apples than we produced the first year. We're producing 10 pizzas, which is the same, but we're producing more bottled water. Okay, but now the prices have changed. So the apples now cost $3, pizza costs $12, and bottled water costs $1.50. So to calculate the market value now, we're just going to multiply the quantity times the price. Okay, so 5 times 3 is 15, 10 times 12 is 120, 100 times $1.50 is 150. So we then can add those up and we get 285. So it looks like from the first year we went from $170 worth of production to $285 worth of production. So that seems like a pretty big jump. But we also saw that prices went up. So that's influencing the market value. So it looks like we've produced more than we really did increase our production. Okay, so to calculate real prices, we're going to use the prices from year one with year two quantities to be able to compare what actually happened to production. Okay, so we're going to use year two quantities, but with year one prices. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we did before. We do 5 times 2 to get the market value, 10 times 10, and 100 times 1. So if we did all that math, okay, so then we add up those market values and we see that the market value of the goods and services went up, well, it's just all goods, went up to 210. Okay, so it's still, production went up, the value of the production went up. It just didn't go up as much when we didn't keep the prices constant. Now we could use whatever year we want for the base year. So we could have used year two prices and compared them and calculated year one based on year two prices. It doesn't matter what year we use as a base year. All we're trying to do is figure out what's actually happening to production.